Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Micah Parsons sends clear message to Cowboys ahead of training camp. As a blockbuster contract extension looms, Dallas Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons says his focus remains on the field, not on the negotiating table. The Cowboys All-Pro is entering the final year of his rookie contract, playing on a fifth-year option that will pay him $21.32 million. He is eligible for an extension that is expected to make him the highest-paid defender in the NFL. Parsons, 26, has established himself as one of the league's premier impact players on the defensive side of the ball. Through his first 3 seasons, Parsons has notched 40.5 sacks and can impact the game from multiple positions. The Cowboys are set to report for training camp on July 21st. Parsons' contract will be a topic of conversation, but he's not making that his focus. Parsons also isn't worried about keeping tabs on the contracts of his peers. Myles Garrett set the bar this offseason with a 4-year, $160 million extension with the Browns, making him the NFL's highest-paid defender. Meanwhile, Bengals star Trey Hendrickson and Steelers sack artist T.J. Watt are among the other top edge rushers eyeing big paydays of their own. "I'm just going to get mine no matter what," Parsons said about Garrett's contract affecting his market. "You know what I mean. Like, the markets change every year. Their numbers got nothing to do with mine, and my numbers ain't got nothing to do with them." Parsons has shown no indication that he will hold out of training camp. He has been present at the team's off-season programs and said it's crucial for him to be in the mix. Dallas has a new coaching staff led by Brian Schottenheimer. The defense will also look different with Matt Eberflus stepping in as defensive coordinator. "I'll still be around," Parsons said of his training camp plans in April. "For me, I've still got to learn a playbook, and I'm not so much of an iPad person where I can just keep learning. I've got to walk through it. Maybe it's so much I might not be on the field part of it, but I'll be there learning, so that way I'm at least getting prepared to be ready for week 1. If recent negotiations with CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott are any indication, Parsons may have to wait a bit longer for his extension. Still, it appears inevitable that the team will eventually lock him in as a cornerstone for the long-term future. Cowboys hit with $130 million gut punch in DaRon Bland contract bind. The Dallas Cowboys' penchant for delaying contract extensions is coming home to roost yet again. While they wait to give Micah Parsons a new deal, the prices for other homegrown stars who are due for extensions keep going up. The Chiefs laid the framework for a Tyler Smith extension after they extended standout guard Trey Smith on Tuesday. The Jets have just done the same with DaRon Bland after they inked star cornerback Sauce Gardner to a 4-year, $120.4 million deal that makes him the new highest-paid cornerback in football. This complicates Dallas' hopes of keeping Bland beyond the 2025 season. Here is a look at the highest-paid cornerbacks in football based on annual average value. Sauce Gardner, $30.1 million. Derek Stingley Jr., $30 million. J.C. Horn, $25 million. Jalen Ramsey, $24.1 million. Patrick Surtain, $24 million. DaRon Bland's Cowboys' future as murky as ever after Sauce Gardner's extension. It remains to be seen if Bland will play the nickel or out wide this season. Boundary corners make markedly more money than slot guys, but Bland has played both positions at a high level. Injuries may force Bland to play on the outside, but his versatility will work to his benefit at the negotiation table. Bland was limited to 7 games in 2024 due to a broken foot. While he authored one of the most prolific seasons for a cornerback in NFL history 2 years ago, he needs a bounce-back season if he hopes to crack $20 million per year in his extension. The top slot cornerbacks make between $12 and $18 million per year. Bland could probably set a baseline of $15 million per year if he wanted to, considering he played out wide during his historic 2023 campaign when he tallied 5 pick-sixes and 9 interceptions. It remains to be seen if Dallas will choose between Bland and DaRon Diggs, who has played just 13 games since he inked a $97 million extension in 2023, but it could be headed that way. A big season from Bland could really complicate that, but Diggs has the luxury of already being under contract. As noted above, the Cowboys still have to pay Micah Parsons, who will get at least $40 million per year, and Tyler Smith, who deserves at minimum $20 million per year. They already have Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb on the books for $60 million and $34 million annually, respectively. Like any position, the cornerback market is going to continue to evolve. Bland is the ultimate storyteller as far as his Cowboys' future, but Gardner's mammoth extension is yet another harsh pill Dallas must swallow as it looks to keep its core together. Cowboys could part with longtime captain thanks to woeful Jerry Jones' oversight. Training camp will be here in a matter of days, and while the Dallas Cowboys roster is largely in good standing, they have a number of question marks that need to be answered in some capacity before September. The running back competition will have everyone's attention, but cornerback is one position that could deliver a variety of surprises. Speaking of, Joseph Hoyt of the Dallas Morning News took a stab at projecting the 53-man roster, and he raised a great question about longtime special teams captain C.J. Goodwin. Essentially, Hoyt wonders if Dallas has the flexibility to keep Goodwin given the state of the cornerback room. Despite moving on from special teams coordinator John "Bones" Fassel this offseason, Dallas brought Goodwin back on a one-year deal in March. They would have more incentive to keep the 35-year-old if the cornerback room had more stability and less question marks. The Cowboys have managed to keep Goodwin around for 7 seasons. While he hasn't always made the initial 53-man roster, he tends to find his way back one way or another. Trevon Diggs and Josh Butler could start the season on the PUP list, while third-round pick Siobhan Revel Jr. is fighting to be cleared for camp after he tore his ACL last September. Trade acquisition Kaiir Elam, who performed well in off-season workouts, is the favorite to start alongside DaRon Bland. Behind them, Hoyt has Kalen Carson, Israel Mukuamu and Goodwin rounding out the final 3 spots. Goodwin's fate could hinge on the health of Revel as well as the play of Carson, Mukuamu and the other depth options. Goodwin is one of the best special teams gunners in the NFL, but it goes without saying that cornerback is the more important position group. If Jerry Jones had made the position more of a priority this offseason, Brian Schottenheimer and company would have the flexibility to keep Goodwin without putting much thought into it. This could have been avoided, but it is now anyone's guess if Goodwin will stick around.